coming of Thanos was heralded in 2012's Marvel's The Avengers. In 2018's Avengers Infinity War, Thanos has arrived. Avengers Infinity War is part 1 of the climax of the Marvel Cinematic Universe as we know it. In scope, tone, and the fan credit upon which it is trading, it is a film that can only exist in an environment in which a successful, decade-long legacy of cinematic world-building exists. Most of the significant characters of the past decade are along for the ride, but they aren't the focus here. There aren't really any character arcs for our heroes, and a single, in some cases perhaps two defining qualities are all these characters get. Instead, the focus of the film is Thanos and his machinations. He is a zealot, driven by a righteous mission that makes little sense, but we are allowed to feel the weight of his calling, and if not empathize, at least understand his motivations. Simultaneously ponderous and agile, the virtuoso juggling act only works because this is a simple adventure story with straightforward goals. Thanos is collecting the Infinity Stones, Thanos must be stopped from collecting the Infinity Stones. In my opinion, this is the correct focus for a film that would otherwise have 50 main characters, but the script doesn't lead hard enough into the idea that Thanos actually is the main character. Yes, we learn about him, his motivations, and even get to see his heart. By the by, Josh Brolin is doing real work as a CGI Thanos to create any amount of pathos for this cosmic Eichmann. But the film is still presented from the POV of the 50 as opposed to the POV of the 1. The film is less about his struggle to collect the stones than it is about the hero's struggle to stop him. I would have liked to have seen Thanos' generals, the Black Order, receive any development. I would have liked to have seen Thanos take Xandar, the gathering of his army, just more texture for the character that the movie audience knows the least about. This is more a matter of taste than a complaint. Finding ways to balance screen time and significance for multiple teams of characters in several locations and giving every major character a moment is a task that I doubt that any other film has ever attempted on this level. That this epic superhero Ten Commandments works is a testament to the skill of the directing team of the Russo brothers as both craftsmen and coordinators. The Ten Commandments is an appropriate comparison. The scope of what is being presented here is biblical, and as visually ambitious as any spectacle film has ever been. There are moments, Thanos breaking the moon and throwing the pieces at his enemies, that nearly reach the kind of bombast to which comic book readers are well acclimated. There is a tsunami of spectacle, but for me, Infinity War never overreaches and never gets boring. A lot of the emotional heavy lifting only reaches its zenith if you are already invested, but it is played well enough that even the "why did that character do that" moment should still resonate for the uninitiated. To achieve those character beats, Avengers Infinity War employs the stock Marvel Cinematic Universe tool of slick humor, and as it has been in other films, the gags and bits are genuinely funny. Also, as it has been in some other MCU films, the gags and bits sometimes feel thematically inappropriate. Infinity War is about the pragmatic ambitions of a cosmic sociopath, but it is also a general audience movie, so the tonal balancing act acceptably comes with the price of admission. Because the focus is on the fight, though, the film is oddly depopulated. Infinity War is almost completely free of NPCs. You probably weren't an extra in this movie because, except for the Battle of Wakanda, the film is devoid of background characters. Avengers Infinity War isn't my favorite Marvel film, but it delivers on a promised novel experience in a way that no other film has, and so while others may have valid complaints about it being half a film, although it isn't, if you consider it Thanos' movie, Avengers Infinity War is the current King Daddy of spectacle entertainment. My handle is Jonathan Blade.